This is an RX 5700 XT. If you were to look it up on eBay right now, you might could find it anywhere from $120 to $160, depending on how patient you are. It's got 8 gigabytes of VRAM, so it can do pretty good at 1080p and 1440p with the right settings. And today we're going to be testing it in Warzone, the Resurgence game mode. All right, so the specs we're rocking with to test this graphics card are the i5-12600K, great processor, middle of the road, to at least give us a good idea for gaming, not going to bottleneck this at all, and 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and we're running at 5600 megahertz. And of course, GPU-Z shows that we have the 5700 XT there. So let's hop into the games. All right, so we are in the Warzone Resurgence game mode. We're going quality graphic settings, balanced graphic settings at 1440p to start with. No upscaling right now. We're going to try 1440p. And then we'll try 1080p later in the video, but we're going to try out a few settings. We're going to do the balanced preset settings because this is a good graphics card, solid graphics card. You can, pick it up at a decent price on the used market right now. However, only 8 gigabytes of VRAM. You're not going to be playing 1440p at any crazy settings. And most of you, if you're playing a game like Warzone, you're going to want to have some decent FPS numbers. All right, so right now, at 1440p, we're rocking like 100 FPS. 1% lows are sitting around that 76 mark. I think it's pretty awesome. Now we are using a pretty good CPU, so that will help. But I think even with a decent CPU, you're gonna get close to, 80 or 90 FPS pretty solidly at 1440p. And it's going to be even higher at 1080p, which again we'll test at the end of the video. But so far it's pretty smooth experience. We're rocking 100-ish FPS there. In that fight it dropped down to like 98, but our 1% lows still doing pretty good. I think it's a pretty smooth experience myself. I'm not a Warzone demon or anything like that. I don't really grind Resurgence. Also, I have the volume. Oh, yes, let's go. Oh my gosh, what a play. They're bad. Must be in some bot lobbies or something. Homeboy could have lit me up. Oh, I got another one. Oh my gosh. These dudes just keep coming. SMGs must be the meta here. Oh my Atlanta. All right, 96 FPS is not bad at all. But we would be remiss if we didn't try to see what FSR would do for us. Now, we don't want to do frame gen right now, just regular FSR, and we will see if it changes our FPS at all. It looks like we're getting still like around 100. FSR 3, display. Oh, gotta reset my FPS average. It's really hard to hit shots from that far away with this SMG. 108-ish FPS on FSR 3.0. 133 now that I'm looking up at the sky. Anytime you look at the sky in a game, it's going to give you more FPS for whatever reason. Like if you just look up there, it's going to give you some more FPS. But like when you're not looking up there, it's just, it's going to balance out. Dude, this gun is just freaking crazy. Dude, I'm in a bot lobby. I gotta be in a bot lobby. Alright, now let's try and let's just see what our FSR 3.0 with the frame gen does for us. Frame generation. So it doesn't look like, I really think that the frame generation especially is going to be more for your newer graphics cards. Like you can turn it on. You can turn it on with your 5700 XT, but it's not going to give you wonderful performance. I'm about out of ammo in all my guns. Oh my gosh, man. I'm just, oh no, he got me. It's over. It's over. Man, I had like 10 kills. So unfortunate. My guns are so good too. All right, so now we're gonna test it at 1080p. We had to kind of restart the game just to make sure that we could get into 1080p, and it was native. So we're no upscaling, regular 1080p. Gonna reset the counter so that I can, because when you go to the menus, it lowers your 1% lows, and we're rocking like 150 FPS, man, at 1080p. 150 FPS at 1080p, and oh my gosh, these guys are bad. Oh my gosh, he's so bad. Oh my goodness. 140 is kind of what our 1% lows dropped to, which is a little insane. Oh, dude, I didn't even know where that guy. I had no idea what was going on. Never could find him. Oh man. All right, we'll play one more game with FSR 3 on 1080p and see what happens. And okay, so far this graphics card is killing it in Warzone, and we're at 1080p. We're gonna turn on FSR 3.0, no frame gen. We're just gonna see what happens here. But I really don't think it's going to be any better because of this graphics card is kind of older. But I'm amazed. Like, they did so good on this graphics card. Like, so good. Right now, we're 176-ish. 160. Oh, man. Didn't realize he was down there. I thought he was up top. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, 160, 170 FPS is pretty solid in Warzone. That dude is trying to shoot me out of the air. What a lame-o. In the water, though, FPS numbers are a little lower. 160-ish. Sometimes we're getting even 170, but I think that's just when I accidentally kind of look at the sky. So it looks like 160, though, is kind of our average at the moment. All right, real quick. Hopefully we don't die while we're trying to do this, but we're going to turn on frame gen. See if it makes a difference at 1080p. We didn't really see any difference at 1440p with FSR or frame generation. I don't expect to see a difference, really. Don't really expect to see a difference here at 1080p either. So we've been doing pretty good. 160. So I mean, like with the 5700 XT, like in this game specifically, like the 10 or 15 FPS that you get extra, the 10 or 15% or 10 or 15 FPS that you get extra, I just don't think that it's worth it to justify using FSR, because I mean, you do get a little bit of input delay. Now, me as a professional boomer gamer, I do not at all feel the input delay, but I'm also, you know, a boomer, and so like I'm not the best aimer in the world. I'm not the best gamer in the world. As y'all can see, it's evident from when I'm not in a bot lobby, and so it's just kind of up to you how you feel about it. See, like we're over here on the boat and our FPS is even kind of lower than it was when we were at normal 1080p, 1440p. So like, I think either way, regardless, if you want to just do raw resolution, balance preset settings, you're going to really enjoy this graphics card. But if there's some other games you want to play, or you just want to see some other graphics cards in a Warzone because you're a Warzone person, then go watch this video. I think it's over here. Yeah, this video.